The Brilliant Lady event in New York City, the Unlimited Drinks Package test, is currently live. What about some new entertainment, the Eat and Drink Festival, and tons of new content? And if you're new here, ahoy, I'm Christine Lozada. Every month at the first-ish of the month, I'm coming at you with what's new on Virgin Voyages. I've taken the time to create chapters so that you can jump around to the part of the video that's most relevant to you. I'm here with the most helpful content, and my travel agent, JC, is here with the best deal on Virgin Voyages, so book your sailing with us. Let's dive straight in with the Brilliant Lady event that happened in New York City on April 3rd. This was at the Virgin Hotel, and the entire Virgin Voyages team was there to share what's new and what's coming on Brilliant Lady. In attendance was a lot of media and press, as well as travel agents and influencers. It was a really fun and really exciting event. A full video recapping that is on my channel, but I do want to bring you behind the scenes to a conversation I had with Nirmal, the CEO of Virgin Voyages, to give you context as to what's coming.
We're hungry for it, anything.
Oh boy, you're gonna get me in trouble with my media team.
I know.
Yeah.
They're all staring at us off
looking at me
camera
going,
right now.
What is he going to say right now?
There's a lot of head shaking.
Well, take a step back. What are people looking for from Virgin Voyages? They want, I said, more variety. So they're looking for updated entertainment concepts, they're looking for updated food on board the ships, and they're looking for updated itineraries. And so in 2025, you're going to see all those three things on Brilliant Lady, but also across all the other ships. People have been asking us and saying, we love spending time on these ships. We'd like to spend more time on these ships. We'd like to go to more interesting destinations on these ships. And so we've got some slightly longer sail deeper itineraries now, some 9-night itineraries, because we're not just 4 and 5-night itineraries.
Right.
People are really excited about that. And in those itineraries, we can do late stays and overnights and all those kind of fun things.
Yeah.
Particularly in the Mediterranean this year and next year, if you look at some of those itineraries in the Mediterranean, we've got some beautiful long itineraries, right? With some incredible ports that we go to that you get to stay late or overnight in, right? So I encourage people to look at those things. Food. People have been saying to us, particularly those who have been on for a while, like yourself, who are saying, am I going to get a new menu occasionally or anytime soon?
You know what? It's all about asking the Happenings cast how they mix things together.
Oh, yes. I agree with that.
And also, too many people ride off the galley. I ate 3 servings of butter chicken at the galley.
Night one usually is a night to go to the galley. Because that's when the butter chicken's up there.
Exactly. And for those who are like, what are you talking about? The old Razzle Dazzle secret menu item, one of them was the butter chicken.
Yes.
Absolutely
I can't talk
delicious.
about that. There was a secret menu?
There's no secret. Shh. Go to the galley first night. Delicious.
Well, the galley's not secret.
The galley's not a secret.
But there's a beautiful butter chicken up there.
Exactly.
But yes, you can use the galley and things. So, but there are new menus coming. There's a new menu coming in Extra Virgin. I think we've talked about a new menu with Gumbe as well. But rest assured, there are a lot more new menus coming because we've been asked for a lot of new menus. But again, we've got to find the balance here because as we're updating some of the menus, we are getting some feedback of people saying, well, I like the old menu. If you look at Lucky Lotus on Scarlet Lady, a lot of people love Lucky Lotus. But some people have said...
It's my new favorite restaurant.
Is it? Oh, yes. So glad.
Yes, I ordered 5 orders of the walnut prawns.
Oh, they're great.
5.
They're great.
I was like, please don't embarrass...
ribs?
I absolutely tried the ribs.
Ribs are good too, right?
Delicious.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. But, so the funny thing is, we launched Lucky Lotus. A lot of people have said to us, oh, we wish we had the old Razzle Dazzle menu back, right? Because a lot of these restaurants have become so familiar to people.
Yeah.
And they love these restaurants. It's like that local restaurant down the road that has had the same menu for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And as soon as they try to change things, you're like, no, I want the old menu.
Yeah.
Right? We have a little bit of that, particularly from our loyal sailors.
True.
But you'll see a lot of new food coming in. So it's going to be a balancing act.
Lots of new things, lots of variety.
And entertainment.
And
lots
entertainment.
more new entertainment coming, which is what the Brilliant Lady entertainment has been revealed. But even in Brilliant Lady, it's going to be a lot of new stuff, but some old faithfuls, right? Like dual reality, right?
We'll talk more about dual reality and beyond, but is it 5 o'clock somewhere? Because let's talk about the Unlimited Drinks Package. So in case you missed it, in my last month's video, I talked about how for rock stars only, they had an option to do a drink like a VIP package, $95 per person per night. Virgin Voyages has now extended this beyond rock stars. In other words, any sailor on Valiant Lady only April and May 2025 has the option to opt in for $95 per night per person. Both people have to participate in the cabin to be able to drink like a VIP, any drinks up to a $20 limit.
That means Moet's not included.
My honest opinion about it is I feel uncertain about it, and I debated with Meatball about the pros and cons of having a drinks package on Virgin Voyages. And for those who follow my content, you know that I spent close to $2,000 on my drinks package on Royal Caribbean. I went against my will. My nephew was 16 years old, and I barfed my brains out. But that was because of food poisoning. Anyway, all that's on my Instagram. So a drinks package on Virgin Voyages? I don't know. But if I don't know, I should go no. So let's try it out. Can't knock it till you try it. I signed up for the drinks package for the 5-4 Valiant Ladies Celebration Voyage. Let's see what happens next month. Ooh, can we talk about this? The celebration voyage that's happening out of Miami. I am very excited for this one. Why? There's a few unique things that are happening. So first, yes, Richard Branson will be there. Very excited. And also we have Nicky Jam on board, reggaeton artist, super excited for that. And also a lot of the Virgin Voyages team will be there. And so we've seen on past sailings things like the town hall meeting with the Virgin Voyages executive team, but I'm excited to go beyond that and learn about some of the marketing campaigns or some of the operations or some of doing yoga with Michelle. I will be there for all the things. I will be vlogging this experience, and I will also real time be posting to the Virgin Voyages Tips Instagram. If you want to follow along and geek out some of the things I learned, I'm super excited for this sailing. So get ready for a lot of Christine with the drink like a VIP drinks package, and Meatball with me, and also JC will be rocking this sailing with me. Super excited for it. The Eat and Drink Festival on Virgin Voyages. Oh, this is such a fun one. It's happening July 2025. Really excited for this one. This footage is from last year's Eat and Drink Festival, but it's a chance to try a lot of new things on the ship. And actually, shout out to Mike. You just texted me your screenshot of the sailing you were looking at for Eat and Drink, sent it to JC, and in 10 minutes, you've been booked already with a better deal than you could have gotten elsewhere. So thanks for being a smart traveler. This works whether you're looking or you've already booked. So make sure you're being a smart traveler. It really is that simple. The Eat and Drink Festival in July is happening across every single sailing, across every single ship. So no matter what you're on, you are going to be eating and drinking your heart out. The theme for this year is a taste of brilliance. So taking the 4 mermaiden ports of New York City, Miami, Seattle, and LA, it's going to be themed food from these cities. There's one thing I learned from last year's Eat and Drink Festival: no matter how hard you try, and I did a back-to-back sailing, it's difficult to try all of the things. Some of the things you can expect to see are new menu items, a hidden speakeasy, the galley is going to be transformed likely on sea days, and a spirited dinner series, and so much more. A lot of like the classes and events that happen around the ship are new and unique to this sailing. So Eat and Drink Festival in July. If you're going, tell me in the comments below. I might crash one of those sailings. Let's talk about some new and helpful content you may have missed, because I have been on Virgin Voyages sailings 7 times in 2025, and there's a lot of content out there. A shout out and a thank you to everyone who booked their sailing with us. It's been so much fun to be on the ship with you all. A reminder, if you're on the same sailing as me, a pre-sail away party with me with bubbles as well as a welcome gift and exclusive meetups are all available to you. It's been a really fun month. It's also been a very eye-opening month for me, and so a public apology to Virgin Voyages is on my channel. Why? I thought they lost what made them special. I felt that things were going too generic and mainstream, and whoa, I just sailed Royal Caribbean for the last time ever. So don't miss that. Plus a content piece with the full interview with Nirmal is on my channel as well. Ooh, it's been 7 sailings in 2025 so far. One video I was really excited to make was the Scarlet Night inspo video. So interviews with you all about what you chose to wear on Scarlet Night is on the channel, as well as I'm listening from our Facebook group. Thank you for your suggestions. This was a very difficult video for me to make because Meatball and I are not romantic in the traditional ways people are romantic. So top romantic things to do on Virgin Voyages, that video is on my channel as well. And don't forget, there are blog posts and social media posts that support all of the things. So there's a shipload of content that's out there, don't miss it. Let's talk about entertainment really quick because we've seen some exciting things around the ship. One of them is a lot of our, for those who have sailed a lot of our longtime favorites have been coming back. Ben Price was back on board. It's exciting to see Plan V back on board. This list is really long. Lots of favorite DJs are back on board. Super exciting on the entertainment front. A reminder for new sailors. One thing that's helpful to know is that entertainment is different on each ship, and your specific lineup for your sailing is listed on the Virgin Voyages entertainment page. It's important to take a look at that because one of the top mistakes for entertainment video is dropping on my channel soon. It's one of the things that confuses a lot of new sailors. And also from the 7 sailings I've been on this past year, I've noticed a lot of new things. Don't forget, the entertainment on your sailing will depend on what talent is on your sailing with you. And so I saw events like Flippin' Delicious. Jake did an amazing job bringing us through the flipped changed menu from one test kitchen menu to the next. That was really fun. Depending on who the balancer is on your sailing, you might have a spin class. I had a ton of fun with Cece. She killed it. Steven did an amazing job as well. Also kicked my booty at yoga. That was really fun. But the entertainment you will see is different all the time, which is why I keep coming back all the time. A quick fire of some of the other things I've noticed different on the ship. One is towels in your room. A reminder that the app is still in beta, so the new app is coming, and also Wi-Fi has changed yet again. It's so difficult to keep up with everything. Virgin Voyages is changing all the time, but I keep the blog posts updated. A reminder that there's 3 versions of Wi-Fi. The classic remains free. That's good enough if you're actually taking a vacation and disconnecting. The second one is premium Wi-Fi, which is twice as fast as the classic. Great if you want to scroll through things on social media, although honestly, when you're on the same sailing as me and you're watching my content, stop. Let's just hang out, like disconnect and just enjoy the vacation. And then work from sea, your third option, that is 5 times as fast as the classic. I did test it. I do geek out and I do the speed tests, etc. And it really is a faster experience, and that is good if you are like me, working while you are on these ships to give you guys the best, most helpful content. So cheers that like button if you're getting some value, and if you've seen something new around the ship from your sailings, because I know so many longtime sailors are coming back to my channel. Shout out to Josh. You inspired me to create this series for people who sail a lot. Edit in the comments below. I want to hear from you. All right, let's jump back to that interview with Nirmal to talk about dual reality, because I actually think this part of the conversation is really interesting, and then I'll close us off at the end with a PSA as well as a what's new for me, because I might be taking a break from Virgin Voyages, so stay tuned for that.
Oh no,
because she couldn't believe that a show that was created on the ship would go to land. She thought I was joking. I'm like, what a boring joke to make. And once she found out that they had moved on, because they're still on tour now.
They are.
I think they're in Europe right now.
Yes, they are.
And now that I told her that, like, oh, you missed it, she was like, I thought you were joking. Because she didn't think it was possible for a ship to create such great entertainment that it would go to land.
Yeah, because traditionally cruise ship entertainment is licensed shows that come to sea. And they're typically shows that are towards the end of when they've run. And they show up on a ship, right? We actually challenged Richard to say, and we said, we actually said to Richard, we want you to create a show good enough to go from sea to land.
That's such a
And that was, in the
challenge.
video, I was very proud of him, and I said that I was very proud of him because he hit that. He made it happen. We created a show that was good enough to be on a ship that was actually be licensed to go and play in land-based theaters, which no one has ever done before.
I'm excited to see what's on Brilliant. Do you have a guess as to what my entertainment that you guys are launching on Brilliant that I'm most excited for? I don't think anyone would be able to guess.
Okay, so I'm going to think. I have watched a lot of your videos.
There's a lot of things people don't know about.
I don't think it's going to be at the parties. I don't think it's going to be electric. You don't seem like a glow kind of person. Although electric's one thing I'm excited about because I've got glasses for it. So
Yeah, that you picked up when you went to the club at 1:30 a.m. and then
Yeah,
it
no
was
one was
dead,
there.
and then you came back and you kept the glasses.
if
Yeah,
you go to a club in Ibiza, don't go at 1:30.
way too early.
Way too early.
Way too early.
I was in bed. I need to go to bed, Christine.
I don't blame you. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, you go to every party? Well, I go to 99% of the parties, but I will also sometimes show up in my pajamas with my glasses on. I'm
nice.
unrecognizable. Try to find me looking like that in the manor.
Okay, so I think your favorite is Murder in the Manor.
For a number of years, I lived in New York City, and I love Smalls, which is a jazz club. And I love jazz. And I go to jazz a lot around the world. And I'm very excited for the Virgin twist on how you guys will be doing jazz.
I'm actually very excited about jazz.
I will be there with my Cabernet Sauvignon, hanging out, sipping on red. I only drink champagne when I'm on this ship, but I am making an exception for this. I am very excited. I am very excited. I'm going to be
Good.
very into it.
And that is a great example of where, to Tom, we talked about earlier, where you've heard some misperceptions about it becoming too mainstream, right?
Yeah.
And I actually had some feedback that I heard from people saying, oh, you're doing jazz, so that means you're becoming mainstream. Like, no, jazz is...
That was originally how I heard it. I'm going to be
really?
honest. That was how I heard it at first. I was like, oh, they're doing jazz. But I was like, oh, they're going to do it with a twist, though.
Of course we are, right? And that's the thing about it. You can explore these different genres.
Yeah.
You can put the Virgin twist on these things. And I'm excited for us to take on jazz.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for us to say, here's a different perspective on jazz.
I am excited for it.
And that's, again, this is the whole point of that, this company. We're always looking to put our twist on things, to push things, but it doesn't mean that we're becoming mainstream.
I feel excited all over again, Nirmal. We got to make it explode.
By the way, now that we're asking questions, I did bring some questions on myself.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, well, I wanted to come prepared, you know.
A quick PSA about this channel, because so many of you send me the news headlines you want me to cover and talk about, because I'm on the ship a lot. I was there the night of the altercation, shaking for champagne. Thank you. I appreciate that, by the way. And I know some things. If I think it is helpful and it is something that happens a lot and will help smart travelers to know what to expect, what to avoid, things like that, it will absolutely be on the channel. But things like that very rarely happen. Very rarely happen. And also, and I'll be real, as an influencer or YouTuber, I have the ability to create headlines that will get a lot of people to click and focus on the wrong things, i.e., that's pretty much how the news works these days, right? It's all really bad news that gets people to freak out. If I think it's helpful, I'll put it here. So just letting you know, I know that I can get way more views and way more clicks if I talk about the very infrequent negative things, but oh, your girl likes to keep it real. We also like to keep it positive. If it's helpful, it'll be here. If it's not, spend more time drinking champagne. All right, a long break coming from Virgin Voyages. A long break for me, I'll just put it that way. Your girl's gonna go fly drones, scuba dive, pickleball, and all the other things that you guys don't realize I actually have a life about. I'll still be back here next month with what's new. I'm excited for the celebration voyage. I'm Christine Lozada. Book your sailing with us, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.